definitely should have certain
They're trying to silence twice. They're silencing them. Hello, it is I. Oh, and Nyjah in the back. It's me, your boy, and Nyjah, your girl. Okay, so, holy fuck. Okay, you know, we all know that anything that can go wrong at a con will go wrong. Sorry about the lighting. This is a shitty 3-star hotel. And it feels like it. So basically, this is insane. So we planned to get 1 room, and then we were gonna do 2 and, there we go, 2 and 2. This is how we've always done it. Whatever. Well, they're like, oh, well, actually, we don't have the 2 and 2 anymore. We can do the, like, 1 queen bed. And I was just like, okay, that sucks, but whatever. We'll have Tootsie bring an air mattress, whatever. There's plenty of room on the floor. We'll just blow up the air mattresses and still do 2 and 2. Whatever, not a big deal. I come in to check in to get this shit, and then we... Okay, first of all, they're like being really crackdowny on like, we're gonna be monitoring and make sure you don't have 4 people in your one queen bed room. You got 2 people per bed. And I was just like, well, yeah, no shit. That's why we usually want 2 and 2. Anyway, so we're like, okay, fine, whatever. We'll compromise with you. And so Tootsie and Reagan were like, okay, well, we're just gonna get like another hotel room and stay there, I guess, because we didn't have a choice. We were like, okay, sorry, I mean, we don't have a choice. They're cracking down over here and we don't want to get in trouble. So we were like, it's fine, we will just stay with the 1 room, with the 1 queen bed, with the 2 people. And then we got our room number and came to the room, and guess what the fuck we saw? It do be the two queen beds that we needed. Well, unfortunately, the matter is that because they did book 1 hotel room, they're not going to be staying here with us, at least not for the night. They will return tomorrow to spend the rest of the time here with us tomorrow night and stuff like that. But I won't lie, this is a nightmare. This is a disaster in a sense that they didn't have their shit together and thus caused us to lose our shit and mess up all our plans. So, and this is Nyjah's, you dare do this to my homegirl's first con? Okay, anyway, this is also my fault because this is, like I said, a 3-star hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. This place is trash, don't tell a friend. Anyway, so I'm not even kidding when I say, like, this is hilarious and also incredibly devastating because of the fact that my friends have now spent money to stay at a hotel that they didn't need to stay at, because we got the 2 queen beds we wanted in the first place. I miss conventions. This place is terrifying. They got like the really nice room, and we got this hotel door that, like, this door that, like, you kind of just gotta listen. It sounds like death. Hello. So, I thought I would take a minute to update you. So, I had a bit of a breakdown. I've had a really rough week as far as my job is concerned, and it's the end of the school year. All my kids are getting ready for kindergarten. It's been very hectic at work. And, oh, I can see myself in the mirror. That could be freaky if I were here alone, which I am, because everyone was getting ready at the other hotel, the one I mentioned that they had to buy, even though we ended up with our 2 beds. Anyway, I had a bit of a breakdown, and it's fine. Mental health is important, and I don't take care of myself the way I should sometimes. And anyway, but I'm feeling better. I'm in Wei Wuxian, and this is a cosplay I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's so exciting to bring him to a con, and I'm really excited to be here. So yeah, I'm gonna head back. We're gonna go get our badges, and we're gonna go to Anime St. Louis Friday, day 1. So let's go. I'm so excited. I haven't been to a con in so long. Okay, see you there, guys. Bye. Hello. I have a mask on. We all have to wear masks. This is a masked event. Mask con. Mask on. Mask on. Like NASCAR, but mask on. Anyway, we're heading to pre-registration now, and I will not kid you. The line for pre-reg looks like a Disneyland ride. I've been going to this convention for like 4 years, and that's the longest I've ever seen the line, like ever. And even Anime Expo, I feel like I got my badge quicker than I'm gonna get it here. And that's saying something. And that was before Anime Expo used to mail out their badges, back when they had lines. Remember that time I broke my leg and they let me through the line, like just walk through it? That was great. Yeah, I had crutches and they said, go on, go get your badge, and I did, and it was great. Anyway, check this out. They were on the 12th floor. Crazy.
Did you tell them about that?
Yes. Oh, trust me. I talked about it. It was crazy. So we're gonna go get our badges, and then, yeah, maybe we'll do stuff. I don't know. This may just be wait in line con for now, but that's okay. Just happy to be here. Check with you later. Bye. Oh, it's recording. Okay. Oh my god. My hair looks bad. Tootsie takeover. Yeah. We're getting boba at 8:40 p.m. And while the others are getting soup dumplings. Yeah. We got Thai tea. I mean, we got our milk teas. We're the bobas. Yeah! Mine now, bitch! We can... You're supposed to cut it off! Good morning and happy Saturday. So, we didn't vlog getting ready this morning because we had a long morning and a long day. Where'd you go? There you are. So today I'm Gallo, we have Leo and Miku, and so we didn't vlog getting ready this morning because we just had a lot to do, and then also we ended up, sorry, there's like one hair that was there. We ended up being pretty windblown because we had to walk here because my car's like literally out of gas and I only want to use the last remaining like morsel of gas to go to a gas station. So we just said we're gonna walk here, and with winds up to 20 miles an hour, maybe that wasn't a great idea with these wigs, but you know, hey, they held up. Jessica is good at what she does and it worked out. So we're gonna have a leisurely Saturday. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. We have a couple panels we're gonna hit, and that's about it. So we may end up at the cosplay contest, we may end up, you know, just doing whatever. It's kind of as we decide, we'll do stuff. We're just gonna enjoy the day. So we'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Bye. outside. No shoes, we're all resting our stompers. So we decided to come outside. It is windy and it feels really good. If you're in the shade, it feels really good, even though it does feel good out here too. But basically we decided to come and rest our bodies, eat some food, be tired. But we're gonna head back in. We have a friend in the cosplay contest that we're gonna go watch, and then before that we're gonna check out the JoJo panel for a little bit. So yeah, nothing too crazy. We're really just kind of doing whatever we want. There's no real schedule to any of this, and I think that's good for this being the first convention that a lot of people are back at. You know, there's a lot to do, but it's kind of also that I think people just want to take in the moment, because this has been a long time coming for some of us who haven't been back, and for those of like Nija, who there's plenty of people that this is their first convention ever and they're also taking it in. So it's like a special shared experience that we're getting to have all together. So yeah, it's getting a little noisy out here. It's noisy inside for sure, but yeah, we're having a lot of fun. So see ya.
I'm your host. My name is Yaya Han, and I'm a cosplayer just like you. And I've had the opportunity to cosplay for a very long time. I used to compete, so I know exactly how the contestants feel backstage. Valorant from Magic the Gathering.
Hello. I apologize for whatever's happening with my hair. So basically, we decided to stay for a little bit longer at the con earlier after the cosplay contest. I just went and bought stuff that I probably didn't need, and Nija went to a fashion thing, and then the other two came to the room to change and get comfortable, and then afterwards we came, and then we all went out to eat some dinner. And now we're gonna go get boba, and then we're gonna go back to the con for a couple panels. If you can't tell, my body's exhausted. I am not used to this anymore. It's been 2 years since I've been to a con, and while we do events ourselves, you know, during the Japanese Fall Festival, I get equally as exhausted for this stuff. So I'm just tired. So we are gonna do some nightlife stuff, but honestly, I'm so exhausted that I'm just gonna cut the vlog here for today. I'll try to vlog tomorrow some more as Reki. I had a really good time as Gallo. I feel so confident in him, and everyone was super nice about him. And yeah, it took a team to get him to finally get him done. So thank you on behalf of my team that got Gallo done. We appreciate it. But yeah, I will check in with you guys tomorrow, Sunday. So bye. Oh, there's Zhao. Oh, bye. Good morning. It is Sunday of Anime St. Louis. If you can't tell, I sound awful, and I'm so sorry, but Nija's here. I sound awful because I don't know, allergies are really bad for me this year, and they've been kicking my butt. But specifically today, me and Nija noticed how like it feels like our sinuses are swollen or something. And so I don't know if maybe it's just St. Louis, this area, y'all's allergies are built different or something. Anyway, Amy! Rouge! Can I take your pic? I'm sorry. I gotta go do something. I saw Amy. Oh.
100%. I did that beforehand. Okay.
Brooke is at a different con and is wearing langa with us, but isn't here, so we're separated. But we're technically a skate group. We're just going to different conventions today. But anyway, yeah, we're just gonna have a leisure day and have a good time. I have a searing bruise because I wore a wig cap I don't usually wear yesterday, and it indented me right here, and it does feel a little sore today, so I'm just gonna try and take it easy. But yeah, it's just Sunday. Ooh. Hi. Slime.
Look at them! It's Jesse. We're watching
Where's
Five Nights at Freddy's videos.
Show me my boyfriend. Oh, there you are.
You know when Longo watches his Five Nights at Freddy's videos?
Well, I want to be there.
I made one friend yesterday, and they were cosplaying the purple guy, and they had little Ricky and long keychains on their bag.
Oh, cute.
I was like, oh gee, that's me, my friend.
I got yellow contacts, and honestly, I don't know how to feel about them because
They look good.
do they?
Hurt?
Oh, they don't. No, they're fine. They're totally fine.
That's good.
Oh, babies. Hi. I love you both. Oh my goodness. I love you both. You're so cute. There he is.
A child.
What's worse than a rapist? A child.
Okay, awesome. I love this.
Yeah, it's signed by the artist too. So.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Julie.
We're so happy.
Okay. Sweet. Can I sign up here?
Yeah.
And do you want me to make it out to you?
Yeah, my name is Regs, R-E-G-S.
R-E-G-S. I'm just gonna write it out because
Okay.
I do not want to mess it up. R-E-G-S. Okay. 2 Regs.
I spent all my money. Yay. And then there's everybody. There's the crew. So I think we're done. As far as panels are concerned, there isn't a whole lot we want to do. Or actually, quite frankly, there's nothing we want to do. And we've made so many rounds inside of the dealer's hall and the artist alley at this point that it's like, if we haven't picked it up by now, then there's a good percent chance that we can live without it, which is kind of the way that I've always seen the artist alley or dealers. Like, I mean, there are regrets. I think everybody who goes to convention feels regret from not buying something, but in our case, we're all tired and we're hungry, and honestly, I'd rather eat a big old fat burrito right now than worry about buying stuff. So, here's everybody. We're gonna go get food. And it rained on us? Okay, didn't know that. But yeah, so that was, look, that's Anime St. Louis. We'll do a quick recap of what we enjoyed. And honestly, in this case, I don't really want to do the section of what could be improved because of the fact that this con is brave to be still trying to happen while also trying to do restrictions. So we'll kind of talk about that. And, but yeah, so what you can expect when you go back to cons. So we'll check in with you once we have some food. Okay, bye. Hi, so by the time we got food, we all were so tired and hungry that we ended up just kind of eating. And yeah, so we ate, and then Tootsie had to leave because they live around very close to this area, and so they had to go pick up Tusk from boarding school. And yeah, so we're just gonna do a quick recap, kind of just talking about what it was like to go back to a con after the panorama, and two, like, the differences, because obviously there were, I don't have plague, con plague, it's just allergies, okay, you gotta give me, some leeway, but, the thing is, it's obviously different, so kind of we're gonna touch on that, and then also I wanted to get a first-timer's perspective on a con, specifically Nija. This was Nija's very first convention ever. And we're so excited that she was able to come with us and enjoy it. I highly recommended Anime St. Louis as her first convention because in the past it has been one of my favorite conventions to just enjoy myself, and I don't feel the pressure that I tend to feel from other conventions. Take that as you may, in a good way or a bad way. There's reasons for that. But yeah, so first of all, it was weird to be back at a con. But no, so for me at least, it was kind of along the lines of subconsciously there was the fear of I could get sick from being here. And I think anyone that goes to a convention, no matter how hard the rules and regulations are on what they're doing to keep you safe, there is the fear. And I think the fear comes from what is just the pandemia, you know, like you can't say it, YouTube nicks you for it. But so, you know, there is, no matter what we do, I think there's always going to be some trauma for each and every one of us involving large events that we keep telling ourselves like, oh, I could potentially get sick from this. But at the same time, you know, you hope and you pray, and something cool that they did with all of us is they gave us these little vaccinated wristlets to make sure that we were vaccinated, and certain events you could not attend unless you were vaccinated. They did give exemptions for some special cases, but you had to have a negative COVID test before you came, and if you did do it that way, then you could not be in the vaccinated areas. Those were only for vaccinated people.
Because they were all enclosed.
Right, they were a more closed off space, and there was less way of trying to socially distance from people. But I think that's the main thing. Obviously, because of germs, a lot of things weren't there, so there was no interactive game room, which is really sad because the game room is one of our favorite things about Anime St. Louis. We always spend lots of time in it.
The games were there,
yeah,
but they weren't like arcade games. It was just like plug and play,
handheld, yeah, like controller,
which
yeah.
Doesn't make sense because it was the same controller.
No one was wiping down the controllers or anything like that. So I don't know how that somehow is safer than having other games.
I
but
feel like the game room should have been like a vaccine only.
Yeah, you could have made it a vaccine only thing. I don't really understand the specifics of why they did it that way, but they did. And as for us, or at least for me and Tootsie, who have been to this con before, it was definitely jarring to not get to be in there, it was noticeably we had less to do because we didn't have a whole lot of panels that we wanted to go to. There were some decent panels. Unfortunately, the guest that we came here for, Billy Kmetz, he got sick and he had to cancel. We did make him a little get well soon. Yeah, we made him a get well soon card. That was really nice. But yeah, other than that, without the game room, which is a huge way for us to kill time and have a good time, with it not being there, it was pretty noticeable. But I mean, this was the first convention back from Pangea. Thank you. I'm gonna run out of innuendo things to say. I still enjoyed it. Anime St. Louis is still a really good con. It doesn't affect the fact that I'm probably going to go again next year, and I had a really good time. The artist alley was great. The vendors hall, we always go to look, but we never buy. The only thing we bought from vendors was this, and that's actually because they were, was because they were selling it cheaper than what it actually is.
Imagine if Billy had been there for you to get that signed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Billy! Anyway, this is all we bought from the vendors, because please remember that in vendors halls in anime conventions, it's going to be horribly marked up, and if you need, especially figures, so if you need help with that, just DM me and I'll help you out. But I don't know, this is for your first Anime St. Louis, but it's also just kind of like what did you think?
I thought it was good. Definitely a fun first con back to like doing cons again, because I've only gone to like outdoor events since stuff has happened. I really appreciated the wristbands a lot. I wish we had these in real life because then I could discriminate against people.
I'm keeping that in.
But it was really fun. I was pleasantly surprised by a lot of the panels that we went to. They were pretty fun. And I got to meet Griffin Burns, so that was cool.
Yeah, except he made you take a picture with Child. And
no,
you let him!
No, I wanted to. For the meme.
For the memes and nothing else.
We got the picture in here.
Great, making me do more work. Anyway, so basically we don't have anything to compare it to because a lot of these conventions that are happening now are putting these restrictions into place, but the issue with that is that this is the first one we've attended. So while we're saying like, oh, this could have been better because they couldn't do it because of safety issues, I have no idea how other cons are going to tackle that until further down the line as we are returning to conventions. So it's possible the Anime St. Louis is probably the best one to tackle it. I don't really know. I think the wristbands, like you said, were a great idea. I think that it's a good way. I think forcing, like saying like straight up, you will not get in here unless you're vaccinated, and even then you will not be allowed in certain areas unless you're vaccinated. By putting harsher restrictions and guidelines onto there, it makes your con goers feel safer. And so at least for us, it's like, well, we had that underlining. I could get sick. I did feel safer knowing that everybody that I was in a close vicinity to was vaccinated.
Most people were vaccinated from what I saw. Most people did have wristbands.
I don't think I saw anyone that had like an exemptional thing that didn't have a wristband. But there, Nija. This was Nija's first convention ever, which is great, but also just, I mean, what did you think? Because there's a lot that I have feelings about because I've been to this con before, and then this is Reagan's first time at the con, but has experience at other cons, but like you have no experience at any cons. Yeah. So how did you feel about the weekend and like how it was handled and like, you know, just how it was? Like, what do you think?
I think it was fun. I mean, that was my first time cosplaying for a long period of time.
Oh, yeah.
Not like, oh, here's an hour long worth of cosplay that I get to just take off when I'm done. I was like, oh, this is an all-day commitment.
Yes, it is.
But it was super cool, though. It was less overwhelming than I was expecting. I was expecting more, just based off like hearing you guys talk about cons and stuff.
So you're right about you were expecting more, and that's because normally there is more. So whenever you hear us talk about cons, it's because post Panera, it was straight up just so crazy. Cons could be so go. Yeah, like it was just so busy and constant and go, and there was so much to do, and like a lot of cons are like that. But I think Anime St. Louis was kind of a good taste for us on how cons might be for at least the next year or so. We're not going to see people really get back into that that same space. And don't get me wrong, you could see it in the footage. The energy was high, especially on Saturday and Friday. People were there. Oh, and the rave.
For example, the rave was not on the schedule at all.
No.
So we went in, we heard music coming from the main room.
Like one of the ballrooms?
And the main like ballroom. And we walked in, we were like, oh, this is supposed to be the rave, but we didn't see a rave on the...
Yeah, we see like a DJ going, there's lights, there's the background like visuals and like people on stage doing like the dancing and then there was some people in the room dancing, and we were like, wait a minute, this looks like a rave. Is this the rave? And it was. It's just that they didn't advertise it, and it wasn't really like we didn't know anything about it. And so like seeing it was very jarring, considering that raves are usually that corner.
I don't think they even had one on Saturday.
No, I don't. I think it was a one day only thing. But either way, it's going to be very, very interesting to see where conventions go from this point on. I will say that the staff did amazing, as always. Anime St. Louis staff has always been particularly helpful, particularly kind. I have praised them before, and they did an excellent job this time, especially with the differences in the changes. There was a lot of long lines. and this year, because there was 2 things they had to check. They had to check your badge, and then they also had to check your wrist bracelet, and that takes a little bit longer to just get people through things than it would normally. And so the staff did a great job keeping things organized, helping out people that were running panels, helping out people that were lost. They did a really great job, I think, especially with all these new restrictions that really confused people. I think they did a great job. They never disappoint. I have yet to really be upset with any staff interaction at Anime St. Louis, and that includes this year. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. So if you do go to a convention this year, it's going to be a little different. The atmosphere is going to be high because everyone's excited to be back, but it's still going to be different. And I think just don't go back expecting what you had before, because it's a different world out there, and that includes in our own anime community and how conventions are. You're going to see us have to rebuild a little bit. It's going to be a community thing, but we're obviously doing it so far, and I think it's going to keep going great. And honestly, I'm excited to be back at cons. Happy to have my people with me, and yeah, I hope you guys are ready to go back to the vlogs, because we're going back to cons. So I missed it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming back and seeing me. I appreciate it, and I missed you guys. So until next time.